Alright, we're checking another micro heli. This is the Bell 206 from RC Era, and their model for this is the C138. So very scaled detail here, typical of RC Era. This is a 1/33rd scale. This comes in two colors, as you can see. You got the white and the blue trim here, and then on the picture there you see the red and the white trim. Otherwise, the model itself is the same based on the Bell 206 model, and there's actually two versions of this one. This one does not have the optical flow sensor, and there's another one that does. I think that's a little bit more expensive. And this is a pretty small model, so this is going to be good for indoors. And so if you want to fly something like this in a small space indoors, I would recommend getting the optical flow version. It's going to give you a little bit more stability and control in a smaller space. You'll just have a lot more fun with it, and especially indoors. And if you want to fly it outdoors, you don't like the optical flow sensor kind of holding you back, and you want to fly faster, then get the non-optical flow version that I've got here. And then also comes in 3 different battery versions, 1, 2, or 3 batteries. And I got the 2 battery version here. And here is what they look like. Got the little on-off button there. Just charges by USB-C. And these are, it's at 7.4 volt 2S and 350 milliamp hours. Here's the rest of the stuff in the box. You do get a spare tail rotor there, tail rotor blade, screwdriver, and an Allen key. And then you get a spare set of main rotor blades, and then you get a USB-C cable. Here's the manual. Quick look at the specs of the helicopter. It's only 105 grams. And here's some more information. Here's the controls on the radio RC transmitter, and I'll show you that here in a moment. And here's a look at the controller. Pretty typical. You got your trims, on-off switch here, more trims. It's got altitude hold. It's got barometer inside, so it's going to be holding your altitude. That's why it's centered throttle here. And then you got your right stick here, 3 speeds, low, medium, high, and then you have your landing and takeoff button, and then you do need 4 AA batteries to power on the transmitter. Those are not included. And let's take another quick look around the heli. As you can see, the size of my hand for scale, pretty small. That's where the battery goes here. We'll pop that in here in a second. I believe this is a light here in the front, and I believe there's another light here, either back here or I forget, some of these, I think this one back here is tail rotor lights, and I think these are fake lights. These are just painted on. Same over here. It's just a screw hole. And then you got your screw there for the blade, 2 blades. And I think, yeah, we got pretty sure it's a brushed motor here in the back. And not sure if it's a brushed or brushless motor here in the front. I've put up on the screen here if I can take a look it up here. And otherwise, very nice, pretty light. A lot of little scale details here. Obviously, these might break off in a crash, so I guess enjoy them while they last. But as long as you're not too aggressive with this, it should be fine. You shouldn't be crashing this unless something really wrong with it. So the batteries go in like this to be popping in, and it should just lock in these locking tabs here. It should not come out. And I think you should just go ahead and turn the radio on. And we'll turn on. There we go. Let's set it down. So we got light flashing here and one over here in the tail. So it's waiting for the bind, and to bind you just go up and down. Beep beep. Now the lights should stop flashing. It should be bound. I think all you have to do to take off is just press this button, and I think it'll spin up the rotors. And I just press the button again just because I don't want to take it off on the desk, and that'll just stop the motor. So let's go out to the field, and hopefully it won't be too windy. It's been kind of windy lately. Hopefully today it won't be too windy, and let's see how this does. Okay, let's go ahead and take off. So there's no optical flow, but it's very stable. Not a lot of wind today. And I could probably just trim it out. Let's see. Yeah, maybe let's just calibrate the gyro. Looks like it's a little bit out of calibration. Let's go ahead and land it. That looks relatively flat there. I think it's down and to the left. There we go. Take off again. So with the optical flow, it's not going to hold position, but it should be relatively stable. There's a little bit of wind coming from my left now, so I'm going to have to push it to the right. And just speed level 1. Now, this is about as good as you're going to get hands free there with the wind pushing it. And it is a little bit of wind, but I'm only in speed level 1. Let's go speed level 2. Go a little faster. Speed level 3. Even more faster. But looks really good in the air. Relatively quiet actually for the size. I mean, it's small, but it's pretty quiet. I love those lights. You can see the lights as it turns around. There's the light straight ahead. There's the tail light. You see that light from the front, pretty nice. It's kind of funny, just before I took off, there were like 3 helicopters like flying around for some reason. I don't know why. They're all left. I think this would do much better indoors with not a lot of wind. And as you can see, I can fly right in front of me, no problem. It's not super fast, even in speed level 3. Do some funnels there. Just take a bit of time for the speed to build up. So if you're not quick to react, it does take a little bit of time for it to respond. The yaw is very responsive. Going forward on the pitch is slower. Going backwards is a little faster, kind of interestingly. And then right and left, also a little bit slow. The yaw is the most responsive. And I was doing those funnels there, it brings it right down. There's some close flybys here. Hopefully I don't take my face off. Very nice. At first I thought I didn't like the blue and the white color as much as the red, but I like the blue and the white. It looks really good against the sky. And I'm thinking like this color scheme looks more like one of those TV helicopters that goes around looking at traffic maybe. But like I said, there's another version that has optical flow if you prefer that. I know some of you do and some of you don't. It really is kind of a subjective preference. More funnels. See if I can do that a little closer here. A little closer. Let's go the other way.
But you can also fly really super close and slow. Like I'm just gonna bring her right next to me here. Not doing any tricks, just flying it. I am controlling it though. It's not controlling itself. But as you can see, very, very smooth. Super smooth. Yeah, you don't need a lot of input to maintain position. Just a little touches of the stick, and then you can keep it right there. It looks really nice. You can do some like sort of circles. The figure 8. Yeah, it's very predictable. I like it. Very, very predictable. It pretty much goes where you want it to go, as long as you understand like the rates at which it will turn and respond. If you just kind of learn that, I mean, I picked it up within a couple of minutes here, really. Now I can pretty much do whatever I want. In case you're wondering, it does not do inverted flight. The power system isn't strong enough. The main motor is a brushed motor. I did take a look at that in the specs. And of course the tail rotor is a brushed motor as well. Getting a little bit more wind there. See that? I mean, it wasn't that much wind, but it just bounces around. You can see there, more wind, and it's bouncing around. It does have altitude hold, and you can see that the wind affects the altitude hold. As you saw, it was going up, and that's because of the wind causing the barometer to be confused. Pretty good battery life. I wasn't expecting a flight this long for such a tiny battery. The lights should start blinking when the battery is at low voltage. You'll get a little low voltage warning, but I don't see any blinking lights yet. Still a solid light in the front. Oh, wait a minute. I think I spoke too soon. I got a blinking light. There we go. So I think we got about maybe a minute. And then it should just land itself. So we'll just go ahead and keep flying around until it gives up. I think when you see a blinking light, if you're over water, you definitely want to bring it closer to you, and so that, because it'll just go into automatic landing mode and then it will just land in the water. So don't let that happen. All right, let's do a few more passes here. Look, these models from RC they look so good in the air. It's just really, oh, there it goes. Now it's landing. Auto land. Yeah, I'm just gonna bring the throttle down. That's the end of the battery. All right, guys, let me know what you guys think in the comments. This is a super nice model. All right, talk to you guys later.